I know we already made a song for THIERRY, but this Prime Icon Moments is so good, we had to do it twice. This the Prime Icon Moments remix. It's so good, I had to make it 2 songs. Haters telling me I gotta up and move on. When I use you, I can't ever do wrong. You shot hotter than the weather up in Tucson. When I look into your eyes, I see the truth. Galazzos all the time is what you will produce. I wanna sell my house just to do your car. Elite dreams, baby, you could take me far. Yeah. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, One Star Weakfoot. We're back for another player review, and today EA Sports dropped another Prime Moments icon that a lot of us have been waiting for. Another elite Prime Moments icon, and it's none other than Thierry Henry. This card looks sick. 6'2". He only has medium work rates, which kind of sucks. But otherwise, this card looks absolutely phenomenal. 4-star, 4-star. I mean, his stats are really nice. I played 5 games with him in Weekend League. I got 4 goals and 1 assist. Not a bad contribution at all. I'm gonna pause this video right now. If you're sitting in this chair, you're enjoying this content, don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm a small YouTuber. I'm really trying to grow. So please, all your support really matters to me, and I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Back to your regularly scheduled programming. Alright, now let's look at the stats a little bit closer. 95 pace, no complaints there. Can't really get much faster than that. His shooting stats look to be insane. 98 finishing, 97 volleys. I mean, what's there to really not like? There's nothing that's low at all. His passing looks to be very good for a striker. Looks like if you really wanted to, you could even play him as Cam. His only weakness really is 78 long passing, but even that's not that bad. And that's something you could actually fix with a chem style. His dribbling stats look to be very good. 94 agility on a 6'2" player is unheard of. He has 94 reactions, 94 dribbling, 91 composure. The only bad stat is 70 balance, but even then, that's not too bad for somebody that's his height. His defending stats actually look playable if you want to play him at CM. Not the best, but you have to remember he's 6'2", so he's gonna have a little bit of physical to him. His strength and stamina and jumping, they all look to be improved from his prime card. His jumping is only 73, but he is 6'2". That should be enough for him to win enough headers to really make an impact on the game. So yeah, let's jump into the gameplay right now. Alright, so the tallies are in. Footbin has this card that's costing 3.4 million to complete. 3.4 million. Is he worth that money? I mean, as far as worth that money, I can't co-sign that. There's not many players in this game I can ever say are going to be worth 3.4 million. This Thierry Henry card is not it. However, I'm going to review him so you know exactly what to expect when you get this player. So 95 pace is going to feel exactly 95 pace. He feels very good in game as far as being the defensive line. He even feels fast on the ball, which is rare for somebody that's that size. His shooting is absolutely phenomenal. I would rate his shooting just around the same as where Ronaldo not in form shooting is at. Both of them have very good finishing. He's good inside and outside the box. He has finesse shot trait. His finishing is literally perfect. No complaints whatsoever. His attack positioning seems to make up for the fact he only has medium work rates. And if you really don't think that's enough, I would set him to stay forward. His passing is pretty good. I use him as a striker in a 4-4-2, and he was able to send some nice through balls. He was able to send some nice long passes even though his long pass is only 78. They were all accurate, and even when it didn't hit the target exactly, it was still where I wanted it to be. So his passing is not an issue whatsoever. He doesn't have game-changing passing, but for a striker, his passing is among the best up there. His dribbling seems to be very good. I mean, it definitely feels like 94 agility in game. He has very good ball control. His dribbling is some of the best I've felt from a big man on this game, period. He glides with the ball. I'm not sure if he has like specific animations, but it's very, very hard to dispossess him. He's able to actually make some quick turns. I wasn't expecting him to feel so fluid on the ball, but he does. No complaints with his dribbling whatsoever. He keeps the ball very close to his body, and he accelerates very quickly out of the skill moves. His defending is something I do want to talk about as well. When it comes to pressing your opponent higher up the pitch, he's a beast. Your opponents will not really see it coming because, I mean, what strikers are really good at stand tackling? I mean, his stand tackle is only 53, but he has those Spider-Man legs. He has those THIERRY legs, those extremely long legs. He gets himself to like places you wouldn't expect him to get to. He gets some tackles in you wouldn't expect. He gets some interceptions in you wouldn't expect. And pretty much his overall physicality is what makes this card very, very special. Let's move on to his physical stats. His jumping is 73. I got a marksman chem style on him, so in game technically it should be 83. How does he feel in terms of headers? I would say he's very, very good, but not elite. For elite, like as far as elite headers of the ball, I would say CR7 is elite. I would say Ibrahimovic is elite. I would say Henry is just a step below. Still a big aerial threat, but not quite the best I've used in this game. That's no slight to Thierry Henry because he will still win you headers and he will still score you headers at a high rate. His stamina means he lasts all game. I had no issues with that. His strength is very good because he has a massive player frame on him in game, especially for an attacker. That, in conjunction with his strength, in conjunction with his agility, makes him very, very hard to dispossess. He becomes more of a playmaker at striker because he could dribble around the defense, he could pass, and last but not least, he can shoot. So he's pretty much the total package. I would rate him a 9.5 out of 10. So you might be wondering, why did I say he's not worth the 3.4 million? The reason why I say that is because for 3.4 million, you can get a lot of different players on this game. You could get Ronaldo and prime icon moment Socrates, for example. You can get Ronaldo and Team of the Year Van Dijk and Militao, for example. As far as 3.4 million, there's not many players, like I said, that will be worth that money. However, Henry is one of the best strikers I've used in this game. If you want to use him because you're a big Henry fan, if you're a big Arsenal supporter, you're a big French supporter, you want to use your favorite player of all time in this game, then yes, he is meta, he is weekend league approved, and in my opinion, he's just as good as Ronaldo. The only thing I gotta say is that Ronaldo is half the price. So that's where I stand as far as that. So value for money, I would say is like a 6 out of 10, but overall in game, he's a 9.5 out of 10. He's one of the best strikers you can get on this game, period. I'm going to go ahead and compare him to two different players I've used that I feel like are similar enough. So we got the right wing Aubameyang, 91 rated. As far as pace, they're even. Henry feels very fast on the game. He has higher agility than Aubameyang. Aubameyang has slightly higher pace. In game, they feel just about the same. Shooting wise, I would say Henry blows Aubameyang out of the water. Aubameyang is pretty clinical, but Henry will create chances out of nothing. Every time he has the ball near the box, he's a threat. On either foot, volleyed, finesse shot, power shot, low driven, he can do it all. Aubameyang is good at everything, but not elite like Henry is. Passing wise, once again, Henry has him beat. The only thing I noticed Aubameyang might be better at Henry at is crossing. Other than that, Henry is just better overall at everything else. Dribbling wise, that's another place Henry blows Aubameyang out of the water. I mean, Henry is just a very unique player. He's very tall. He glides like a figure skater on the pitch. You can't compare him to really many players dribbling wise. Physical wise, I would say Aubameyang is much better in the air than Henry. Henry is good. Aubameyang is almost elite in my opinion in the air. Stamina wise, Henry will beat him. Strength wise, they're honestly just about even. I can't really tell who's stronger in game. I played them side by side. They're just as good as each other when it comes to shielding and holding on to the ball in that way. So I got to give Henry the nod on that one. Obviously, Henry is a better player than Aubameyang by far. However, Aubameyang is a much better value for money. The next player I'm going to compare Henry to, it has to be CR7, right? It has to be. So pace-wise, Henry is much faster than CR7 in-game. CR7 is good at pace, and Henry is great. Shooting-wise, they're even. They are even. I cannot tell the difference between their finishing whatsoever. Both of them are pretty much threats anywhere around the box. It doesn't even have to be a good angle. They're always going to be a threat. Both of them can create chances out of nothing. Both of them can win you games you don't deserve to win. Passing-wise, I got to give the nod to Henry. Henry is definitely a better playmaker than him. He's better at passing and dribbling, which is going to be the next stat, than Ronaldo. Ronaldo is a great dribbler, but Henry is just a little bit better on the ball. He's a little bit silkier on the ball. He turns much faster than Ronaldo. Physical-wise, Ronaldo is one of the best headers in this game, one of the best aerial threats in this game, and Henry is not quite there when it comes to winning headers in the air. Stamina-wise, they're even. Strength-wise, I would say Henry is actually a bigger physical presence in game. Last year, Ronaldo seemed to be bigger and stronger than he is this year. This year, they kind of nerfed his strength, and it is a little noticeable in game. So who's the better player? I would say Henry is slightly a better player. Like if Ronaldo's a 9.25, Henry is a 9.5. It does not justify the 2 million coin difference between them, though. And if I had to choose, I would pick CR7 because he's going to give you almost what Henry does, except at less than half the price. So that was my review on this player. I really enjoyed this Henry card. He's just overpriced. I mean, I know on the market he's very expensive. He's a prime icon moments card, yada, yada, yada. But 3.4 million, come on, EA. Come on. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, later.